The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
That's caught. It's Fletcher. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get...
Out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Running to the left. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Find some fresh air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Might be looking to run. It's complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble. I get outside the pocket. Nothing's there. Live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion. Move on.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got his man down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. One final play before the end of the quarter. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Starting to feel a little pressure. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To the air on second down. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Throws to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Off play action. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
He wants it all. Touchdown, TCU. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it set up on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice, and you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He's got it down the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy
going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like
this up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Finds his man, it's Johnson. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Going to swing it on second down. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Nowadays, it's the norm. Running quarterbacks, scrambling around all over the field. Really nice job sending a message early. You're going to earn these yards. You're going to take some hits. Nice job delivering that message.
Pulls it in. It's Brooks. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Gonna run it. It's Brooks. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got him downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when you were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here. Okay.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expect.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Tripped up for the tackle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Still on his feet at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Thrust that arm out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. To throw, it's Daniels. Skips away from pressure. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there. Now it's 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Got a man. It's Johnson. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The offense has a 1st and 10 from their own 20. On the move, it's Brooks. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, running back gets the give. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rushes on him. Shoots it to the left. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Hoare. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game, we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. You got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And it's fourth down, but with this time on the clock, why wouldn't you give it one more play before halftime? Throws it back. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop.
Open field on the right. Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Brown will throw it. Quarterback adapting. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. With the catch, it's Tate. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes it past the marker. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
That's wheeled in. It's Royer. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And it's in.